MUNDO CAIELLI opened his arts and antiques shop at the end of 2018. After a tough first year, sales were beginning to pick up when the COVID-19 pandemic hit and businesses across the board derailed. Barely managing to keep afloat in 2 years of combined health emergency and economic crisis, CAIELLI recently signaled his distress with a message on his window: SOS Shop in Crisis. Support local commerce.
Eu tive que entregar o meu apartamento, morar aqui na
I left
loja
the
pra
flat I used
conseguir
to
manter
rent and
tudo
came
em
to live in the
funcionamento.
shop to be able to
Apesar
keep it
de
working.
ter que ter
Just before the
dispensado
pandemic,
funcionários,
I
hoje eu
had 3
trabalho
employees,
sozinho.
but had to
E
fire
é
them and
correria,
work
até
alone.
voltar esse movimento do
People
pessoal
are
na
now
rua.
returning
Ainda
to
tem
the
muita gente
streets,
que
but
mesmo
we
com a
see people are
vacina,
still
eu
afraid.
escuto às vezes
I
clientes
hear
que
from
vêm muito, ainda
customers
tô com
already
medo de sair na
vaccinated
rua, ainda
that they
tô
are
com
still
medo
afraid of catching the
de
disease.
pegar alguma coisa.
Over the last 2 years, the COVID-19 pandemic had strong negative impacts in the economy here in Latin America, and prospects for this year are not great either. Extreme poverty shot up across the region in 2021, hitting 86 million people, 5 million more than the year before, according to the United Nations Economic Commission for Latin America and the Caribbean. Several countries, including Brazil, the biggest economy in the region, are also seeing high unemployment numbers, and despite low growth prospects for 2022, 2.1% is the UN's Commission forecast, prices and cost of living are going up.
So inflation and unemployment, in my opinion, are the biggest problems, the biggest macroeconomic problems of Latin America, and especially in Argentina and Brazil. And also the devaluation of the currency.
We are at a moment of much uncertainty at a world level, and we see the gap widening between developed and developing countries.
The lack of jobs and opportunities has also been increasing the numbers of Latin Americans willing to emigrate, like this 22-year-old Brazilian veterinary student about to move to Italy.
My plan is to stay in Italy for good. I want to try to finish my veterinary medicine course there and then begin a career.
The problem for many people in Latin America is not only the hardships they are facing now, but also the lack of any clear end in sight and confidence in a brighter tomorrow. Paulo Cabral, CGTN, São Paulo.